I've been underground. People have been hiding me out, shifting from hideout to hideout, and the government's been on my tail. I've been killed. You've been killed. You name it. I've heard unbelievable stories. Radiation detection is one of the things that I spend my time with, and I design, repair, and sell different types of radiation detectors. In fact, one of the things people thought I did was develop film badges. I don't know where they came up with that idea, but I don't do that. The main problem I have with the UFO community is number one, here are people that essentially their income is derived from UFOs. And that's the number one thing I have problems with. So essentially for them to make money and support themselves, they have to come up with ridiculous stories, or at least prove that they're at the forefront of knowledge. You're dealing with a bunch of people that are essentially a collection of psychics, astrologers, people that believe every other person on the earth is an alien, that there's reptilians and all these different species that live underground, aliens that walk around the street and just hassle people to annoy them. Believe me, I'm not part of that. I don't deal with those people, and that's essentially what happened with Jacques Vallée when he came down here. Wanted to know the UFO story. He came down with his movie producers, and his theory has been spacecraft or from other dimensions and things like that. And I essentially laid it out. Well, this is essentially what I was exposed to, and how the crafts work and things like that. It has nothing to do with other dimensions, and ever since then, Jacques hasn't had a very high opinion of me. But that's essentially carried throughout the UFO community. If you contradict what they say, again, they make their income off of something like that, so they have to be the ones that know what's going on.
A lot of attacks on you personally, a lot of attacks on the story, a lot of disbelief, media people, UFO people. You stick by the story here now. It's been a couple of years.
Absolutely. It's coming up on 4 years. That's what happened.
It's interesting that nobody from the military, nobody representing Nellis or any of those folks have ever said anything about it.
They probably can't. There hasn't been much word officially on it at all. In fact, I don't think there's been much word officially as far as denial. They just say they have no comment.
Right. Any progress over the last ensuing couple of years in verifying parts of your background? Are you still actively pursuing that?
No, I don't actively pursue that at all. People think I'm essentially a researcher, chase UFO stories or, gather information. I have nothing whatsoever to do with it. Now, before I became involved in the project, I was one of the greatest disbelievers on earth. I mean, I'm sure I could have topped Phil Klass. I would have had nothing to do with it. And essentially, other than the equipment and technology that I was exposed to, I really don't carry my beliefs much further than that.
You think those UFOs or those flying saucers or the discs, the equipment that you said you saw, are still out there?
I doubt that equipment is still there. There's been so much coverage. There are so many people looking into that area, and civilian and otherwise, that they had ample time to move things. And where it is, I don't know, but I find it difficult to believe that anything's still going on.
Okay, go right.
You know about the new one, right? Apparently you, I, John Lear are all Shriners or 32nd level Masons, whoever they are. There are no aliens. That it is the Shriners that actually have the flying saucer technology, and we came up with the alien story to confuse the public, and I don't remember the rest of the story, but it's really exciting.